Welcome back to Celebrate the Bounty. I'm Chef Shayna at the River Park Farmers Market, and today we're going to dive into the crisp and delicious world of bok choy. Stick around to discover new ways to enjoy this fantastic greens. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm looking for some bok choy.
I have bok choy here. Yeah, so this is called Shanghai bok choy, and it's called baby bok choy. I like to use this in soup and cook this as a stir fry.
Okay.
But you can prepare them the same.
And how long have you guys been growing bok choy?
We've been farming since 2008, but then we grow bok choy every fall and springtime.
Okay, so it has two harvests, fall and spring, that we can come to the farmer's market and buy it. Okay, great. How would you describe the flavor?
Subtle, not peppery, but it's like subtle, earthy, good green.
All right, yeah, and it's very nutritious to eat, right?
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. Thank you for your time. Today we're at Veselaya Gardens with Kevin, and we're going to learn all about bok choy. So Kevin, tell us a little bit about the bok choy that you grow.
We grow bok choy fall, winter, and spring. Every season I learn something new. There's over 20 varieties from the seed company I buy from, and they have different colors, different sizes. So not only finding the right variety for the Central Valley, but also when to plant it.
So your farm here is a beautiful garden in the middle of Fresno, and I assume you don't need to use sprays or anything?
We try not to. We have 5 acres here in Fresno. We're working on getting certified organic, but we don't use fertilizers. We let the weeds grow. We're not too concerned with that because we harvest a lot of beneficial insects that way. The soil gets healthier and our plants are getting healthier just because we're naturally letting nature do most of the work for us.
And is there anything that you like to do with the bok choy?
With baby bok choy, you can eat it raw and even put it in a salad. With some of the larger bok choys, I know a lot of people stir fry them, but we really like to put them in soups.
Well, there you have it. We've learned about local farming, bok choy, and all the wonderful produce the Valley has to offer. Hello, everyone. Thank you and welcome to Discover the Bounty, where we'll have some fun learning about and cooking with California-grown specialty crops. We're here at the Tuesday River Park Farmers Market, and today's specialty crop is bok choy. Bok choy is a versatile and nutritious vegetable grown right here in the Central Valley. It has a crisp texture and a mild, slightly sweet flavor, making it a favorite in many dishes. The rich soil and temperate climate of the Central Valley provide the perfect conditions for growing this wonderful vegetable. It's great in stir fries, soups, and even salads. Its tender leaves and crunchy stems add both texture and flavor to any meal. Not only is it delicious, but it's also packed with vitamins A and C, calcium, and fiber, making it a healthy addition to your diet. Let's get cooking. We're gonna throw together a quick dish. You were just shopping at the farmer's market. You've been working all day, so we wanna get home and make up a nice dish that's healthy and quick, and then hopefully not too many dishes. So we are going to do an air-fried salmon with bok choy. I have the air fryer heating up behind us there. I'm also going to poach it on the stove here so we can see it cooking as well. But the whole point is a nice, quick, easy, healthy dish that has a good protein, lots of veggies, our baby bok choy, and we're good to go. Sound good? All right, wonderful. So bok choy grows in the ground. It's in the cabbage family, same with broccoli and cauliflower. So we want to wash it really well before we cook it. We're going to slice it in half, and we're going to cook it just like this. So we have both of our cooking mechanisms here heating up. We're going to use just a drizzle of olive oil for you. And put that on the pan. We're going to make up our sauce real fast. And for that, again, I like to eye it, but if you wanted to think for one portion, it's about a tablespoon of soy sauce. And I'm going to double it since we're going to be cooking it both ways for you. We're going to do our olive oil, our honey. I have minced ginger and minced garlic, and we're just going to put that all into a bowl and stir it all together. And that's going to be the sauce that we're going to use on our bok choy and our salmon that I have chilling in the fridge. So we have 2 salmon fillets. I want to generously give them some salt. I like to stick a little bit of sliced garlic in there for just some added flavor. And this is a dish that you could also do in the oven if you prefer. It's hot in the summers here in Fresno, so I like to use the air fryer much quicker and I don't have to heat up my whole kitchen. So we're gonna add in drizzle on our sauce. The honey gives it a nice sweet flavor. The soy sauce is the umami flavor, and the oil gives it a nice crispy texture when you put it into the air fryer. So with the air fryer, we have a 6-quart air fryer up here. I'm gonna pull it out. We are going to put that there for you to see. I'm gonna put the bok choy face down, drizzle on, actually, I'm gonna face it up, drizzle on our sauce there, get it inside the bok choy, all those nice layers, coat that with the flavor, share with you guys what that looks like. All right. We're going to move those off to the side. And if you are preparing it for several people, you are going to probably want to do it in batches. So I have 1 bok choy cut in half, and I'll add in this salmon fillet. We're going to put it in the air fryer at 400 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes. There we are. So 400 degrees, I'll put it in there for 10 minutes. We'll let it go. We'll start working on the stove here. Heated the olive oil. We'll bring that up to a medium-high heat. And again, the bok choy, I'm gonna add in to the pan. I'm gonna drizzle on the rest of our sauce there and coat it in the bok choy so you can see all the flavors and sauce in there. And then I'm going to place a little bit of chicken broth in the pan. I'm going to put the salmon on top and we're going to poach it. So for that broth, we're going to bring it just below boiling point. And we're just going to let it slowly cook on the stove here. We'll bring that temperature up a little bit and keep an eye on it. So the steam is what's gonna help bring the heat in and poach our salmon. So we have them both going now. The third option, like I mentioned, is you could put it in the oven at 400 degrees and cook it for about 12 minutes. You could add on other veggies as well. If you wanna put it on the sheet pan, put your bok choy, you could add Brussels sprouts, you could add sliced onions, then put the salmon down and put that in the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes as well. We'll let that cook. For the salmon, you'll see it start to turn a nice light pink color. You'll start to see the fat start to just peer out. That's when you know you need to stop and pull it off and serve it up. While you're cooking this up, you can whip up some rice or some noodles to serve it with as a side dish. And you can also clean up your kitchen because these are doing all the hard work for you, and be ready to go. Very quick dish, easy to make for a busy night. Shop the farmer's market, pick up your bok choy, pick up some other veggies, and head home. Quick meal to make. While it's cooking, do we have any questions? In the microwave? You know, funny story for you. How I got into cooking was when I was a college student. I actually used to buy frozen salmon and I would cook it in the microwave. So yes, you could. However, I would highly recommend one of the other methods.
So basically yes but no.
Yes,
But no.
correct. Well, you can.
Or no.
Sure. No, you could. Yeah. Any other questions?
So, when salmon is cooking, what is the white substance that comes out of it while you're cooking?
The fat that's congealing.
So it's perfectly fine if this is
Yes. Yeah, so salmon is high in omega-3 fatty acids. And so it's a great way to get that into your diet. And so yes, perfectly safe. In fact, you want that for your diet. Yeah. We are going to garnish it with some sesame seeds, and we are going to slice up green onions as well. So we'll be ready to serve up our dish. Yes.
Instead of using olive oil, can you use butter?
Of course. The question was if instead of using olive oil, if you could use butter. And if you would like to use butter, not a problem at all. I would suggest using a little bit of olive oil just to bring up the temperature, the heat temperature, so you can cook it a little bit hotter. Yeah.
And salmon has a really distinct taste that, you know, my wife is not a fish person, but I very much like fish of all kinds. Is the bok choy going to change the taste of the salmon at all?
I wouldn't think, so the question was if the bok choy will taste the flavor of the salmon as it can be kind of fishy. And no, the bok choy is probably not going to change the flavor of it much. You could add some citrus, so a slice of lemon to help bring down that fishy flavor. And of course, the sauces that you use will help with the flavor as well. Or use a different type of fish. Let's give it a peek. So as you can see, it's starting to cook up nicely. I think maybe just, yeah. Yeah, you don't need to nuke it. This is a healthier way. And the flavor from the broth will bring in an extra, richness to the dish. And bone broth is actually very healthy as well. So just adds in additional nutrients. All right, you guys want to try it? Yes. Okay. All right. We're going to check this one out too. Oh, yep, that's looking done. So you'll notice the difference between the air fryer and the poached version. The air fryer is going to be a little crispier, have a crispier texture to it, whereas the poach is a little bit softer, more delicate. Poaching it is definitely being much more delicate to the protein. The power of steam. Exactly. All right. I'm going to clear off.
What would be a good side to go with that?
So I would serve it with just some white jasmine rice with it. That's what I do it for my family. They tend to like it. You could also use noodles. Couscous would be great too. Yeah. A carb-free option. You could use, you don't want to eat rice or noodles or things like that. What about like a rice cauliflower or zucchini noodle?
That's pretty hard to do, eh?
You can buy zucchini noodles now at the store, but no, it's not that hard. Use a grater and just grate it up, make your own noodles.
I've never tried it actually. But I've had it. It's excellent.
Yes, it is. I love zucchini noodles. All right, I think we're good here. So take that off the heat. You guys can see the different options there, right? Comes out differently. All right. And we'll serve that up. So we can pretend like we have a nice mound of rice or zucchini noodles. And, oh my. Gonna serve that up. That's a job.
Fantastic.
Any other questions? You guys think you would try this at home? Yes. Okay, good answer. Well, thank you guys for coming out to the River Park Farmers Market, cooking up some bok choy. Salmon. I had a blast cooking with you today and exploring new tasty flavors from the farmers market. Farmers markets are such a wonderful place to find fresh, locally grown veggies and try out new recipes with them. See you next time for another fun cooking adventure.